Sorry, guys. That's the mood today, right? Actually, not sorry. That's just the mood. I'm in the mood. I'm in a great mood, guys. You got to take the good days with the bad days in the markets, right? And to me, guys, today this is a great day. Okay, I have some really good stuff. Something that caught my eye on the charts, right? We're talking about AMC. We're gonna talk about Lucid. We're gonna talk about Bitfarms, and we're gonna talk about Loopring. All right. And I just want to start off by reminding everyone what the channel is about, right? The purpose of it. So this is D's Daily DD. The DD stands for due diligence. And of course, I'm D, right, Daniel? So welcome. Shout out to the new subscribers. Like I said, we're growing the family. And I see that I have a lot of viewers, a lot of views and stuff than people that haven't subscribed, all right? So if you haven't subscribed, please, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment, share your thoughts with me, guys. We can get any discussion started that you'd like. And the whole purpose of it is, right, to try to help people make money in the market just by giving them education and facts and numbers and helping people understand how to read and understand the charts and the data and so on. Okay, so that's why I go over the charts, I go over news, I go over sentiment, because that's how I make my decisions. Like I said before, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not in charge of anybody else's money. You're in charge of your own money and I'm in charge of my own money. Okay, but yes, the channel here is a family, right? We're growing the family, guys. I just hit my 2-month anniversary, so I'm super stoked about that. And I love the journey, like I told everybody, right? So today I'm not gonna do much talking, guys. We're actually gonna just hop into the information because I'm gonna do the AMC chart, right? I'm gonna let that chart do most of the talking right now. Okay, so let's get to it. Pa-pa-da, pa-pa-da. Perfect. Bring y'all here. And what I kind of want to point out first is that, if you watched yesterday's video, I went over the information on the short interest and how that affects, like if there is 206 million shares on loan right now, guys, that's huge, right? And we did get some confirmations and things like that yesterday, but we don't know for sure right now what the current short interest is, which we've known that it's been messed with because this is only 85% of the reported data, right? And what's interesting in coming in the next year is that supposedly the institutions, hedge funds are going to they're going to have to start reporting their short interest. All right, we'll see if that happens. I hope it does because that is big, crucial information that we need in order to have a more fair market. Okay, check this out. So yeah, that's why that number matters. And people were saying on Twitter that it was glitching like back and forth, that people didn't know what the heck was going on, right? And today, guys, the Bears, where the hell are the Bears, right? Excuse me? What happened? I looked up AMC News today and not one article came out today, guys, right? And we had a peak, we hit, 8% at the peak. Right now, it looks like we got a short ladder attack that's chopping us back down to 28.82 right now. And there's about 1 minute left in the market. All I really wanted to see, guys, first was to reclaim that 28.50 level, all right? And something that I put on the chart today was something called the Bollinger Bands. So it's 3 bands, it's kind of measuring some pressure on there. And simply when the band is narrow, the market is quiet. When the band is wide, the market is louder, right? So what I want to point out to you guys, this is the daily chart. I haven't changed anything. This thing, the head and shoulders pattern, it's playing out perfect right now to the T. Look at this. And the resistance, right, and the support line that we've been keeping an eye on. Look how many times we've crossed this line here, right? Bam, boom, bam, 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 boom. All that bounce. Now I think we're mounting it, right? We have a green candle here today. And what I want to point out with these are the Bollinger Bands, these 3 lines here. You see how they're getting tight right here? That's a really bullish, that's a good sign, guys, right? Because whenever they get tight like this, you will see some kind of price movement. The idea is that the price bounces between these lines. Okay, so go back, we're going back to here. And what happened right before this run up? They got really tight right here, okay? Pretty tight, and then you have that huge run, that explosion, and it popped out of the Bollinger Bands. That's how crazy that move was. Okay, when we go back over here, we have this head and shoulders pattern, reverse head and shoulders, and it's following it to the T, guys. So what I expect to see is now volume start to pick up, and this moment right here, guys, is gonna be big for us, right? As far as AMC, because the only thing I'm gonna adjust here, watch, I'm actually gonna bring this down here because I could see a lot of resistance there, popping up. So I'm expecting now a move something like this. And as you can see, you know, if the Bollinger Bands get tight enough and then it explodes through, guys, hold on to your titties, all right? Hold on, because that move will be massive, in my opinion, all right? Yeah, like we can zoom out a little bit. Well, after that, before that, actually, the RSI right now looks like we're sitting at 44. It's in the similar, very similar position as it was back here. The same thing, right here. I think it's right here, and so we could see this push up, one more dip, and then bam, right? Boom, bam, it just explodes, guys. I mean, that's what tends to happen. Okay, so we would see it come up, down, and rip, which would make sense, right? Everything is in line right there, guys. You know, that's why I'm saying look at the chart, guys. Like, I know it's not everything, and I know it doesn't, you know, always work, but oh my gosh, everything right here is looking beautiful, right? It looks exactly how it should, how we want to see it. All right, now what I want to point out, guys, like it's following it, you know, it looks like we got a ladder attack right now, but we may be able to just bounce off of this and start making our way back up, okay? But what I like to see is the higher highs and the higher lows, okay? That means it's a bullish trend. We're not out of the woods yet, guys. Like, in order to really start saying, okay, we're gonna move massively, we need to break like the $32, $33 level. All right, so you see right here, you see a higher low right here, higher low, and you see these higher highs. All right, now it broke down a little bit, but I think it's because the shorts got scared and so on, right? You know how they do. Okay, so we're just gonna zoom in a little bit. This one looks a little bit better. And as you zoom in, the RSI seems to be, not the RSI, the MACD. Ooh, look how low, this is the RSI, look how oversold this is, right? This attack right here that we just got, that means that it was oversold. So to me, that was a fake price drop. And then you see this is crossing back. This means that we should start to see upside, all right? In the shorter term, okay? Because in the daily, did we go over the daily? Right here. Yeah, so we're still green. Let's see, where's the lines at? Okay, so we still have room to run. If we can cross above it, that's gonna be a very bullish thing, guys. All right, so that's what I'm saying. Like, there's not too much that we need to look over. There's no news articles that I found. I am just gonna show one from yesterday that is super bullish, and this company always, you know, puts out really bullish articles on AMC, and I love them for that. And okay, so that's just where we're at, guys. We got to see what happens here next. We need to break out of this, and we need to break this line. If we do that, guys, it's money in the bank, okay? I mean, I'm telling you. All right, so let's just take a look at this chart. Look how insane this is. This is perfect. This is what you want to see, right? This little pattern, because if we are following the 6 month, you know, pattern, guys, that we've been on, boom, guys, you're gonna hold on to your rockets, hold on to your titties, to your whatever you can, right? Because 1, 2, 3, and then you have a green. What the hell? A green. 1, 2, 3, and then you have a green. Ooh. All we need to see is volume, guys. If we see this volume, nasty volume, let's go. Bears will be crying. All right, real quick. Something I want to point out too with this. This is from Fintel, guys. The broker still records the position as short. Even if the shares are not located, this means that on settlement day, the short position is counted just like every other short position. That's why we say the chart is manipulated, right? That's what we back it up with. So naked shorts are counted in the official exchange reported short interest. Naked shorts, I thought naked shorting was illegal, guys, right here. Naked shorting is the illegal practice of short selling shares, right? Without having the shares to back it up. All right, Fintel directly admitted naked shorts are happening, but naked shorts are illegal. Things are getting pretty weirder by the day. Heck yeah, brother, I agree. This is the article I was talking about. TD Ameritrade reports 40.25%. And I haven't seen, you know, any articles that are like, no, that's not the true, that's not the real one, right? We still don't know what the real one is. But yeah, what's funny is that like we've seen these, it's supposed to be a glitch, right? Is what everyone is kind of also saying, right? So what you have to remember is that these glitches happened on 3 different platforms. There has been many glitches throughout the year. So to me, guys, this is not a glitch. This is a confirmation, right? they're manipulating the price and so many numbers, guys, that eventually something's gonna give out, right? It's gonna pop and go wacky because you can't keep you can't keep doing that many shady things in the background and expect everything to go smooth, right? The more things you add, the more people and banks and so on or whatever, like there's more room for error as well, right? If they're, you know, trying to manipulate and keep this price down, okay? And that's what this article talks about. And why so many glitches, right? Because we know that it's happened the whole year. One time on Yahoo, right, they said the price was like $863 or something like that. You know, one time someone recorded a video on Robinhood that said it was like 300 and some dollars, that it just jumped, right? So it's funny to I don't think they're glitches. I think they're just, you know, what they're suppressing, okay? And yeah, here we go. What other glitches do you recall seeing? Remember the glitches, guys? You've been here, you know, through the whole thing. And this is good to see, guys. AMC, right? Now the tables have turned right now. So we were only at 8,000. At least we're at 15,000 right now. Doubled, right? Pretty much. This hasn't really changed because they're shorting us through the ETFs. Calls in the money 15,000 and puts in the money 13,000. Of course, we got to keep our eye on this section right here this time, and because that's gonna maybe cause the gamma squeeze right in January. And like I said in my other video, like 2 videos ago, JP Morgan, guys, they said they're a big bank. They own a lot of these AMC shares. They're probably lending a lot of these, right? They said something might happen, something big will happen in January, right? In their opinion, and in my opinion too. Okay. All right, cool. Let's move on to Lucid, guys. I don't have anything else to show you guys on AMC, but I am jacked, right? But now, Lucid, guys. A nice green day as well, as you can see. Up 5.64% at 39.06. Volume, 35 million. Like, what I did like to see even with AMC too, guys, is that we saw a lot of volume and a lot of green, okay? Or sorry, not a lot of volume, but a lot of green. That's strength right there. And as you can tell here, I got rid of the other extensions, guys, and we have this trading in this channel. It tried to jump above it. It got rejected here, and this is why it's important to, you know the supply and demand zones. But it looks like a George W right here if you look at this. And so what we want to see is it go above here, right? Start to make its way back up to fill what is most likely like a giant cup and handle. That would make sense to me, right? That's a normal bullish pattern, because eventually I think it has to fill this gap. And we're seeing strength in this, guys. Going into 22, I really expect to see a lot of strength from Lucid, right? I mean, you're talking about Rivian's like at $100. I don't know how many shares. I'm sure they have less shares in the pool, but you know they have how many? 61 billion shares. Okay, is what they have here, is what I'm seeing right here. So for the free float, okay, and that means there's a lot of shares, guys. Okay, so it takes a lot of money to move this price, all right? But I'm still bullish. This is long term, guys. You know, they're gonna ramp up their production. They're gonna do all they can to grow as a company, and they're on track, in my opinion. So we're gonna go over it and look at this Lucid article. Okay, guys, I got the article pulled up here. What I want to go over here is this. It's from Inside EVs, right? Buyer rejects 50K dealer markup on Mercedes EQS, gets Lucid Air, right? So instead of this person, right, instead of, paying the extra 50K that they told, basically he showed up and we're like, oh, here's your car. And then he's like, what's this 50K going? What's up with this, right? And they're like, oh, the automotive market is a strange place right now where automakers cannot build as many vehicles as they would like because of the semiconductor crisis, as we all know, right? The shortages. At the same time, as a consequence of this problem, used car prices have skyrocketed in recent months. So not a good time to buy a car. Good time to sell a car if you have an extra car or something, right? But not a good time to buy. And you can be sure some car dealerships are trying to profit from the situation by applying markups, right? And it's Mercedes, so of course, what are they going to do? And supposedly there's nothing automakers can do to prevent this. Sometimes, however, dealerships go way out of line, as the following example proves. So this guy, he's actually a YouTuber and a popular influencer, it says right here. John Redinger. Something like that happened to him. It's his story, right, where he was going to purchase that Mercedes, guys. And because of the extra markup, he said, nah, no thanks. I'm going to go buy a Lucid instead. Right here, went out and bought himself a Lucid Air instead, posting a photo of the same thread. When someone asked him if he bought one, he commented, he confirmed, promising to drop a video with his first impressions of the luxury V sometime in January. All's well that ends well, right? Nice, guys. Okay, see, so you can't be playing with people like that, all right? And for me, guys, Lucid, it has a lot of potential, guys. I love the price that it's at right now as far as an entry point, because it already has had this dramatic fall. And I think we have a lot of upside coming, right? They're expanding, they're growing their production, like they're doing what they need to do, guys, as a business. You know, all the FUD, all the noise that comes out, whatever. It's just haters. It's just, you know, all that nonsense. What you have to do is pay attention to the facts, the data. You know, they're going to produce, I think their goal is like 500,000 cars, you know, by a certain amount of time here coming up. Not in the next year or anything like that, you know, farther in the future. But that's how much upside. I see this, you know, going, it's very already comparable to Tesla. It's already being compared in the same, you know, conversation, all right? Okay, so that's a big sign to me, guys. You know, this thing is only $38. Tesla's at $1,000 plus, okay, a share. All right, so that's just an easy comparison right there, right? Cool. That's all I got on Lucid today, guys. So let's move forward to Bitfarms, right? Bitfarms right now, as you can see, it had broke this uptrend that it was in, didn't quite make it to this, you know, so it got rejected before it even got there. So all I'm gonna do is just follow the trend line right now. We're gonna point this down, you know, hopefully we can see a reversal here. And I do have an article to back up, you know, my theory on what's been happening the same way, like because of crypto, you know, crypto's taking a fall. And this thing kind of follows Bitcoin, guys. You got to remember that, right? Like they are a Bitcoin mining company, right? But there was a good article that came out. So before we get into that article, you know, I just want to make sure I touch on everything. Now, this is what's called a VWAP, okay? It's a volume weighted average price is what I'm remembering that is what that's what that stands for. So when you see this above the VWAP, it's showing strength, okay? But when it's under, which right now it's under again, that's not good, right? And it was struggling the whole day. Look, it was under the VWAP pretty much the whole day. It got rejected once, twice, and it crossed, and now it's here again, all right? So yeah, I mean, it's not quite reversed yet, guys. We need to see higher highs and higher lows, okay, in order to see that, which we were seeing here, but now, you know, potentially it could start to turn around and we'll see those higher highs, higher lows, right? These are the levels I look for, you know, 1, 2, 3. It's around $8 right here. Perfect. Okay. So that's all I really got on the chart, guys. You know, if you're bearish, you know, we're gonna probably come back down to this area, the $4.40. If you're bullish, well, we're gonna at least come back up to the 6 to try to break above 6. All right. That's if you're bullish. RSI is sitting low. MACD kind of confused right now. It looks like. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the that article I was talking about. Okay, it's right here. So it's off Seeking Alpha. Bitfarms is no longer an under the radar Bitcoin mining company. All right, so they're above the radar. People are noticing. You know, their previous price discovery when it was in that $8 to $10 range, guys, it was short lived, but it has gained a lot more attention since then. Bitfarm has made tremendous progress in 2021, more than doubled 2020 mining capacity, almost doubled 2020 Bitcoins mined per quarter, and increased its Bitcoin holdings from presumably none to almost 3,000. Sheesh. You know, in Q3, they mined 25,000. Oh, that's the cost, down from 33,000. Okay. So they lowered their cost in order to be mining. That's good. More profit for them. And this price target, they're saying it's going to be $7. So 20% upside and $11. So they have two. They have a $7 price target and an $11 price target. So either 90% or 20% upside, depending on the price of Bitcoin. Okay, so either at 50K or 66K. We brought back half of our $10 strike call options sold during our previous coverage to increase our Bitfarm holdings by 25% amid a potential massive head and shoulders pattern that they're seeing. All right. The same thing as the AMC's in, but the AMC is a reverse one. This one's a normal one, so it's up above it. Okay. It is pretty long. Just what it's saying, right, is that it hit this $850 price, and then it was just there for a little bit because then Bitcoin crashed from its $60,000 range, right, that it was in. But this is their number one pick among many Bitcoin mining companies. And we talked about it before, there's Maro, there's Riot, there's, Hut, something like that. There's other ones too. But when I did my research and I said, okay, like what's their hash rate? What are they worth? What are their future, potential? That's what I took into consideration, guys. And that's why I went with Bitfarms, okay? And I still hold my shares, guys. I'm telling you, this is a 2022 company. That's why I'm here investing in this company, because I'm more, at least 6 months from now, I want to see what's up. And their 8 exahash, mining capacity by the end of 2022 that's their goal. That's a lot of mining power, guys, all right? That's a lot of rigs that they have going. And their disappointment was in the Q2 results, right? And they weren't as advanced and as they made a lot of progress since then. That's why this time about Q2, like that's back in March and April and stuff like that, because the end of 2021 was really good for these guys. Here it is nothing short. Their progress in 2021 is nothing short of impressive, right? This has more than doubled the mining capacity. Now it's sitting at like 2.3, I think 2.1, okay, from preferably no Bitcoin holdings at the end of 2020 to almost 3,000 Bitcoin holdings in 2021. And they increased their Bitcoin mine per quarter by 70%, guys. Holy crap. Right. So that's going to break down how they're going to give you the valuation here, right? If you're really, really bullish, then we could see this go to $10 or $11, based on if you're really bullish on Bitcoin as well. And, their verdict, although 20% upside at Bitcoin's current price of 50,000 isn't much, as we have hoped for, it is better than being overvalued. Furthermore, we shouldn't be expecting any more outsized upside as more people discovered. Oh, cool. Anyways, no one can predict what will happen, right? But just, that's why you do your research. Your information is crucial, guys. Especially, this is a high risk play in my opinion, right? And especially with crypto, because crypto's still growing and being adapted to, right? So yeah, that's what I wanted to go over on Bitfarms, guys. I'm still, in it to win it with Bitfarms. All right, let's go on to Loopring. Loopring right now is just sitting at 203. What it's been sitting at, basically. Ooh, $2 went down a little bit, right? What I want to see is it needs to hold this level, guys. Like I really don't want to see $1.50 and all that. And I know people are getting impatient because of the news and stuff, but I will show you an article here that I found that's pretty bullish, right? And remember, it had a massive run, guys. I mean, this is normal. Normally when you have the run, you expect it to come back like halfway of the run and then start working its way back up. Okay, that's just the normal, in my opinion, a trading pattern, how the charts work. 2.7 billion, very low volume, 228 million. Of course, what I do like is that people are buying and holding right now because they're all anticipating the big news of the NFT marketplace and the trading activity. Look at this, 71% buys versus 29% sells. Can look at the this other chart that I got, right? Because at least I can chart on this one. And with this pitchfork, I hope this is a fake out, guys. Like it is under this line, which is crucial, right? Because that's showing support. Whenever you break this, like you see how right here it bounced and it faked out, but then it broke it and went down, right? The same thing here. It went up and it broke it, it went down. Okay, so I don't want to see that continuation of that where it breaks up and then it goes down, right? Nah, like we need to continue. We need to reverse and hopefully start to make our way back up. And in order for that, we need a catalyst, guys. We need news. We need, right, something to move it. We need volume, okay? So that's all I got to show you on that. But here, this is the article that, I really liked. Video game retail giant GameStop reveals more clues about upcoming NFT marketplace. At the end of May, Crypto Advance discovered a website created by the video game retailer GameStop. The web portal disclosed that GameStop was entering into the world of blockchain tech and NFTs, right? We know this. GameStop's NFT web portal has recently been updated and is requesting creators to sign up for the platform, right? What is dope, what is really cool is that, like, GameStop and AMC, that news that came out, they're maybe pursuing a partnership with this, right? So think about this. What if it's AMC, GameStop, and Loopring all that team up, because of the financials and whatnot too, and push this platform out, guys. That would be huge. That'd be massive, right? And to say the least, you know, we know that both GameStop and Loopring have had an amazing year. You know, that's just to say the least, right? And you know, GameStop revealed a new NFT website at the end of May, indicating that the company was dipping its feet into NFTs. What's important here, guys? All right. GameStop NFTs web portal says it is looking for NFT creators right now, calling all creators, right? Request to be a creator of the GameStop NFT marketplace. Okay, so they're just dropping clues, right? Little bits and pieces because of they're going to launch this. We just don't know when. We don't have the date, guys, but when that news comes out, guys, that's the catalyst, in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, so this is what I got for you guys, right? We already know what Loopring does. There's a lot of speculation right now, but I think it's gonna happen, guys. And they asked CEO Daniel Wang about the GameStop speculation. After the reporter told Wang that there's been a lot of rumors about a potential partnership with GameStop, he then asked the CEO if the potential idea was legitimate. I cannot comment on that. So they haven't disclosed any information about the marketplace launch, guys. But that's why they're dropping the hints, right? Okay, there is many hints that point to this, and that's what people believe. And the software will be based on the Ethereum blockchain, as we know. Okay, so getting into the GameStop, into the NFT marketplace, the NFT world, it's absolutely awesome. Okay. So that's all I got on the information, guys. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we went over the Bollinger Bands and all that. Okay, so thank you for spending some time with me, guys. I appreciate you. I hope you gained some knowledge, some information from this. And as always, I hope you have a nice afternoon. Enjoy your day, guys. Relax. The market's closed now, and it was a good day, thankfully. And we hope to see more green tomorrow, right? I think this might be the start of this Santa Claus rally that everybody's been waiting on. And so I'm expecting some nice movements to come here in the next few weeks. And yeah, guys, so stay up to date, stay in tune, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. All right, peace out.